Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking very rough at the moment, but that's because we're gonna make makeup. It is now January. I cannot believe that. I hope everyone had a really nice Christmas. I thought I'd just do a bit of a chatty video because I feel like I haven't really done a chatty video for a while, and I've never really done like a actual get to know me thing. I've just kind of showed my personality in all my hauls and everything. Oh god. But that's a look. But I know that I've got a fair few new followers recently, and I thought it'd be a good idea to start the year off with a kind of like get to know me / get ready with me kind of video, and I can show you all my favorite makeup products at the moment as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Also going to talk about like my 2023 resolutions and yeah, just have a bit of a chat. Right, ignore the hair. I'm going to start by taking off my spot stickers because I have broken out. Okay, that didn't really do much, did it? To be fair, I've only had it on for a couple of hours, but I have broken out so badly this, oh, ow, that kind of hurt, this Christmas. I think it is because I'm usually quite good with my food. Like, well, I kind of am, but like I usually do cook most nights. Whereas over Christmas, I've not cooked at all. Like we've either had like leftovers, party tea food, takeaways, like just checking I've got enough on here. We've eaten so much rubbish basically, and I think that is why my skin is like this, because my skin's not usually this bad. Like I've always had spots like in my teenage years, but the last couple of years they've really settled down, and then this is what my face is like at the moment. And to be fair, this is better than it was a couple of days ago because I've obviously started cooking again since the new year. So I definitely think it's gonna be fine, and I've been drinking more water and stuff like that, so it should be okay. But this is all normal, and I'm not going to not come on camera because my face is like this, because that would just be silly. So let's start with primer. The primer I like using is just this one from Primark. It's the dupe of the Bobbi Brown vitamin E base something. Vitamin, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know because I don't. I've never used the real one. I just use dupes of things half the time because I just think if you can buy one that's like the exact same for so much cheaper, why would you not do that? So yeah, and I really like this. I just realised I forgot to carve up my eyebrows. That's fabulous. I'm going to do that now. But yeah, I hope everyone had a really nice Christmas. I feel like I had quite a chilled Christmas, which is what I wanted, but for me it didn't actually really feel like Christmas because my parents are in the middle of like building a house. We're all kind of like separated, and they didn't really have anywhere for us to all be together, so we kind of made do and like all squeezed in, and made like a bit of a temporary living room so we could all be together. So that was good, but it just didn't feel Christmassy. Like it was still like on a builder site at the end of the day, and it'll definitely be one to remember. And I just got to remember like next year will be even better because my parents' house will be finished, and there's just so many things that are going to be different this time. Well, next year, not next year, this year. That's really weird to say. It does not feel like 2023. Like to me that is just madness. Like I'm gonna be 23 this year. Like I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Oh, I've just started using the wrong brush. That's really annoying. I need to find the right brush. That could have been bad because I'm pretty sure I've used that brush for eyeshadow, so that wouldn't have been a good start to this video. I literally look crazy right now. I've only recently started carving my eyebrows out. I never used to do it. I just thought it was a waste of time, but it actually really helps, and it creates a really good base to like put eyeshadow on. So if you can do like a heavy eyeshadow look, which I'm probably not today, but if you are, then this is a really good like little tip. It's not really a tip, is it? Because I feel like everyone probably knows that, don't they? But I'm always late to the party with makeup. Okay, so that's my eyebrows carved out. It just makes them look so much neater. And then I go in with the e.l.f. This is the putty primers. This is the one Cookies and Dreams. It actually smells really, really nice. But this is really, really good for like blurring your pores, and obviously where I've got a lot of breakouts at the moment, like I really do need this. So I just put it like all over my T-zone area, and then to be honest, at the moment I put it most of my face because of how many spots I've got, and it really does like minimize the pores. For foundation, I definitely switch between many ones, but many ones? That doesn't make sense, does it? I switch between lots, but this is my current fave. It's the ordinary one, and it just says it's a high coverage foundation. I don't know, I just really like this one. I always have to go for a high coverage foundation unless I'm literally on holiday and got a tan and got no spots, but most of the time I do have some spots. So most of the time I do have to, oh god, if I can open this palette to use the mirror, I do have to use a high coverage one. But yeah, is everyone back to work? This is my first day back at work today. I'm currently filming this on my lunch break, which is usually what I do. Like, that's why I always feel so busy, because every like second I have spare when I'm at work, I am using towards this, like my YouTube and my TikTok and everything like that. And that is definitely one of my main goals for this year, is just to keep going with it and like hopefully grow. I really would love to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I've only just hit 500, and I started this channel, I think it was like April last year, so I've had it nearly a year now, and I've been posting regularly. Like, there's not been a week, I don't think there's been a week that's gone past where I haven't posted. Like, I've really been consistent with it, and that's definitely paid off. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to grow another, like double it by this year. I'd love to be able to. I really should create a vision board, because people say like when you put things into pictures then and like visualize it, then things come true, and I've never really like put that to the test, but it's definitely something that I might do. But other than that, I don't really have like loads and loads of goals. Like, I always have the goal of like saving money. Like, I'd love to be able to keep saving, well, save more than I have, because obviously if you've been watching my channel you would have seen that me and my fiance went to Florida this year, which took up like a big chunk of our savings, pretty much all of them to be fair. So I'd love to just get back on track with that. And I would like to lose some weight. I always feel a bit like awkward, like whether I should talk about this or not, because I know it can be such a trigger for some people, and I completely get that, because I feel the same. Like, it is such a hard topic to talk about. But I would like to lose a little bit of weight, not loads. I'm actually happier with my body than I was last year, I'd say. I don't know if that's because I've just come to terms with it a bit more, or if I actually have lost weight. I haven't really been trying to lose weight for like a good few months, like especially over Christmas and stuff. I just let myself eat whatever I wanted to. And to be honest, even in the few months before Christmas, I was kind of just eating whatever I wanted to. So I haven't really been doing anything. I don't know, and I kind of like fall in love, or in and out of love with the gym. Like, sometimes I go and I'm really good at it, and then I'll have like a good few weeks where I'm going like every other day and like really getting back into it, and then I'll like just fall out of it for another couple of weeks, and then it's really difficult to get back into. So what I don't love about the gym in the winter is like, by the time I finish work it's already dark, then it's like to drive to the gym, and that's also like rush hour time. So I spend most of my time driving there, and then I just don't have the motivation, because I'm just like, it's going to be so much driving, and like then I'll get back really late and have to like rush to make dinner, and then I just won't have any time to like chill. And if I've been at work all day, like I want to have some time to chill. So that's my problem with the gym in the winter. But it's annoying, because obviously I want to like feel comfortable in my body for the summer, so I have to do the working out in the winter, but that's the hardest time to work out, or at least I find it is. So I don't know, hopefully I get back into it a bit, but I always find that like I end up losing more weight when I just watch what I eat rather than actually exercising. Like, because I feel like when I go to the gym, I'm like, I let myself eat rubbish, because I'm like, oh, but it's fine because I did a workout today. But actually, sometimes if you just watch what you're eating and like eat in a calorie deficit, then that can have a bigger impact, for me anyway, that's what I find, than actually going to the gym. And I'd love to be able to like get my steps in, because people say like that's definitely what helps you lose weight, is doing like 10,000 steps a day. But where I work from home, I don't understand how I'm supposed to get 10,000 steps in. Like, I literally wake up, I walk about 10 steps to sit on my kitchen table and work, and then that's about it. And then I walk 10 steps back to my bed and sleep. Like, that is literally it. So it's really difficult. And then obviously like in the summer it's fine, because you can go for walks. Like, I can walk outside my house, but by the time I finish work it's dark, and I'm not going to be walking around country lanes in the dark. Do you know what I mean? So it is really difficult too. Also, I'm having to put a lot of concealer on because I've got lots of spots, but this is the concealer I use. It's the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and I use the shade Fair, which is number 5. This is honestly the best concealer ever. Like, it's just a drugstore one, and I think it's like £5 maybe not even that, and it is genuinely the best concealer ever. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes I get like expensive ones and I'm like, but why? Because I always end up going back to that, because it's honestly, you just can't beat it. Right, I'm just going to do some cream bronzer now, which I use the Refi. This is shade Sand, and I also use the Refi Duo brush. This is honestly the best combo. Like, you literally barely have to use any. I end up having to tap so much excess off. And then just do your contour, which I'm not great at, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to try. I feel like New Year's is so overrated. Like, does anyone else feel like that? Like, especially New Year's Eve. I literally don't do anything on New Year's Eve. Like, this year, well, last year, we literally just had a Chinese takeaway and stayed in, and honestly, it was perfect. Like, I can't think of anything worse than going out on New Year's Eve. Like, to be honest, I can't think of anything worse than just going out any day of the year. But honestly, like, it just makes me feel so old, because I'm literally not old. I'm literally so young. But when I see people my age, like, still going, like, clubbing and, like, out for drinks and stuff, like, it makes me feel like an 80-year-old, because I can't think of anything worse than doing that. Like, I know that's because I don't have a great relationship with alcohol. Like, I literally can't drink alcohol. That's another fun fact about me. I just cannot drink alcohol. It does not agree with me. I think it reacts really badly with my endometriosis. If you go back a few videos, you can literally see, you can hear in my voice how ill I was, because I think it's Vlogmas week 2. Me and my friend went to Lincoln and did like the Christmas markets, and we had a couple of drinks in like a bar and stuff, and I was ill for about a week and a half afterwards. And like, there's a good couple of videos that I was filming in that week that you can just hear my voice and you can just see my face, like, I'm not okay at all. So since then I decided I'm becoming completely sober, and that's not even a New Year's resolution. That's just like, I am definitely becoming sober, because I have no desire to drink whatsoever, because it just makes me feel so ill, and I don't need drink to have a good time. Like, I actually find it more fun when you're the sober person watching other people get drunk. And sometimes, like, I can actually live vicariously through people that are drunk. Like, I genuinely start to feel drunk when I see other people drunk. So I really, like, have no reason to need it. And like, I was genuinely thinking about it the other day, like, I can't think of a reason I'd need to have a drink ever again in my life, because the only one I was thinking is like on my wedding day. But even then, like, why would I want to drink on my wedding day? Because, like, I wouldn't want to get drunk for starters, because I would then forget it. And then if it's going to make me ill the next day, like, why would I want to? Do you know what I mean? So I can't think of any other reason why I would drink, because I didn't drink at Christmas, didn't drink on New Year's Eve. And those are two, like, occasions that a lot of people drink on. I don't drink on my birthday. I think this year, well, I keep saying this year, but it's literally 2023 now. But in 2022, I'm pretty sure I counted, I drunk 3 times, I'm pretty sure. One of them was Lincoln Christmas markets. The other one was my dad's 50th. And then the other one was like April or something like that. And it was like a barbecue. But for some reason I had a couple of ciders, which sounds like really like nothing to some people, but literally killed me. Like, literally was not okay. But yeah, like, if I can count that I'd only drunk 3 times last year, then like, I might as well give it up, because it's not like I was even doing it enough to, like, I don't know, like, miss it or anything like that. Like, I literally was barely doing it. So yeah, by the way, this is the Refi Cream blush in the shade Malaya or Malaya. I can never say that. Like, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I really want to get more of these shades. There's a shade called Cherry, which is like a really reddy colour. I really, really want to get that. Put a little bit on my nose, give me a bit of colour. Also, in terms of like 2023 as a whole, I am actually really, really excited for it, because there's some massive, massive things happening for me this year that I can't really talk about yet, but I'm just buzzing, absolutely buzzing. These next 2 products are from TikTok Shop. And if you have TikTok, then I'm sure you would have seen these, especially if you're like a makeup kind of gal. This is the Beauty Crop Pink Powder. It's the I think it's called Vitamin Babe, yeah. It's that one, Vitamin Babe. And then this is obviously a Trigwell Cosmetics Powder Puff. And I think I need to tap like harder with it, because I never seem to get the effect that other people on TikTok get. Can you see the difference? Like, it definitely does look more like mattified, that side. I never know how to say certain words. Like, I literally, you wouldn't think that I did English literature A level and like an English based subject at uni. You just wouldn't think that, would you? I feel like that's another thing I never really have talked about on my YouTube, because I've never talked about myself that much. Like, I just do hauls or like little vlogs, and I just assume that people already know me. But yeah, I actually went to uni after school, so I was 18, and I did creative writing, which I feel like some people are going to laugh at, but I honestly, like, at 18 years old, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I was just working like in events and stuff, like kind of like being a waitress but for like weddings and stuff, and I just didn't want to do that forever. Like, it's the thought of like just keep doing that scared me, so I was like, I don't really know what else to do. And it got to like a week before the UCAS, which is the like uni thing, deadlines were due, and my friend actually just applied for me. I was like, what would you like to do? And I was like, the only thing I enjoy is English and like writing and stuff. So she was like, right, I'm applying. And I just applied and I got in, and I just went. Like, literally, I had no idea what else to do. I didn't actually live at uni. I stayed living with my parents because I didn't want to go far away. Like, I've always been a home person, as you can probably tell, but I just never wanted to like be that far away from my family. So I stayed because it was only like an hour's journey. I don't think it was even that, actually, to be fair. From where I live now, it would be about an hour, but from where I lived at the time, I think it was only like 40 minutes, half an hour. So yeah, I just stayed at home, and I managed to like save as well, which was good, because I was like, I could work part-time, because uni was only 3 days a week, so I could work part-time, and then like I could also like save quite a big chunk of my maintenance loan, because I didn't need all of it to just cover my fuel or my train tickets when I couldn't drive. So I ended up being able to like save a big chunk of that, which was really good. And obviously I wouldn't have been able to do that if I had to like go and pay like student rent and like stuff like that. So it was actually a really good decision at the time. And like I've said, I wasn't interested in the uni kind of life because I'm not a big drinker. Even back then, I wasn't really a big drinker. So yeah, it suited me really well. And if you're a bit like that as well, and like you're contemplating staying at home for uni, then it's definitely something I would recommend, because it definitely worked for me. But obviously it doesn't work for everyone, and a lot of people go to uni because they want that kind of like experience, I guess. For eyeshadow, I'm just going to use the Morphe palette. This is the 9E Pretty in Peach, and it's honestly the nicest pink colours. Look at them. This is actually really affordable as well, like Morphe palettes. I think ones for this size, I'm pretty sure they're only like £12, and this is also a Morphe brush, by the way. I actually got this brush recently. I did a Morphe order in the sales, and honestly, it's such a good time to buy makeup products because they're just so affordable. Like, I think I got a massive palette, like literally that big, for like £6. Like, it was crazy. Such a good deal. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about, because I briefly mentioned in this video about endometriosis, and I always feel like embarrassed talking about it, but I know I shouldn't, because it's like, that's the whole point, is people don't talk about it, and that's why people don't know what it is. So it's definitely something I should keep talking about. But I just don't know, I feel like a broken record talking about it, because I know I talk about it a lot to like friends and family and stuff, so I kind of feel like no one wants to hear about it, but that is probably not true, so I'm going to talk about it. But yeah, basically it is a chronic illness. I mean, people probably do know what it is, and if you've watched my channel, I think I have, that was a lorry going past, I think I have mentioned it before. But yeah, it's basically like a chronic illness that affects you if you like menstruate, so obviously mainly women. It affects and it's basically where like tissue that should be inside your womb starts growing outside your womb on like other organs, and like just causes loads of disruption. And honestly, like, there is like a million symptoms, and honestly half the symptoms, you read them and they're also like symptoms for like loads of other things, so it's really hard to diagnose, because like a lot of the time you say these symptoms and doctors will just be like, yeah, that's just a period, that's just normal menstruation. But it is not normal menstruation, because normal menstruation is not meant to be painful. Like, obviously it's not meant to be comfortable, and most people will probably say that they don't feel comfortable when they're on their period, but like, it's not meant to cause you like agony. It's not meant to like make you miss days off school or work or anything like that, which was definitely what was happening with me. I could definitely do a full video on endometriosis if people want to hear about it. Like, I'm not going to go into too much detail now because it would literally take me about an hour to talk about it. But long story short, I have been struggling with these symptoms for literal years, and I never had any answers. Like, I just thought I had a really bad period, and I just thought that was normal. And it wasn't until the last couple of years that I actually was like, no, this is not normal, because I had lots of other like weird symptoms starting, and I was like, no, that isn't normal. I'm gonna have to go to the doctors about it. And after lots and lots of appointments and lots of other testing, they finally like referred me to have surgery, because you actually have to have surgery to diagnose it. Like, you can't diagnose it any other way. It's only like a small keyhole surgery, but they basically then, if they see it, they then like try and scrape out as much of it as they can, because there's no cure for it, but they can kind of like remove patches of it to try and ease your pain. It will always grow back. Well, it won't always grow back, but most of the time it grows back. So it's not like a long-term solution, but it definitely helps ease a lot of the pain, and that's definitely what it did for me. So I had my surgery November 2021, so it's just been a year recently, and it definitely has helped a lot, but it's not like 100% better. Like, I would still say I'm still in pain pretty much every day. Some days it's like manageable, and other days it's like I'm bedbound and can't do anything, can't even walk. Like, it is debilitating. It is literally a horrible illness. So yeah, that's another thing about me, which I feel like I make it my whole personality these days, and I actually hate it that I do that. But at the end of the day, it's like 1 in 10 people suffer with this. So if it's not talked about enough, like considering 1 in 10 people suffer with it, and a lot of people still don't know what it is, that is crazy, because it's literally, I think it's as common as diabetes. And think about how many people know about diabetes. Like, most people probably know what diabetes is. So it's bad that it's not talked about. I have already done my eyebrows this morning, but I'm just gonna like lightly go over them a bit. So this is actually the Refi brow pencil. If you can't tell, I love Refi. I only tried them out recently, like a couple months ago. I bought from them for the first time, and I am obsessed. Like, especially the bronzer and the blush. I will never go back from that. Like, that is just brilliant. But this brow pencil I actually got in the Glossybox advent calendar this year. I also use this. It's the Got to Be Glued. I think it's actually for flyaways. I'm not gonna lie. I think you can use it for flyaways and your eyebrows. I always use it for my eyebrows just to make them like look like they're glued and stand up a bit. I was just trying to think of like more things that I can say about myself, and I feel like I just skipped over the basic things. Like, I think I said my age, but like I didn't really actually talk that much about like such simple things. So obviously I said I'm 22, I'm going to be 23 this year in May. I live with my fiance, who we actually only just got engaged in September. He proposed, so only a few months ago. Although it literally feels like ages ago now. He actually proposed in Disney World, which to some people they might be like, oh my god, that's so cliche, and it kind of is, I guess. But honestly, like that's just my favourite thing ever, because I love Disney World. I always have, like, it's always been a thing for my family. Like, we've gone there a couple of times now, and it's just magical. No matter what age you are, it's just magical. So I'm so glad that it happened there. But it was actually his first time going there. I think it's like my third or something like that, or fourth maybe. Yeah, I've been so lucky enough to go there a couple of times with my family first, and then we actually went just us two. We'd saved up ages and we went, and it was just so magical. And another thing, holidays for 2023, I actually don't have anything booked. Obviously it's only the 3rd of January. I have no idea if I'm going to go anywhere this year. Like, there's kind of a lot of things that I need to consider this year before I go, so I don't know. I'm sure we'll probably go to Turkey at some point, because my family actually has a family home in Turkey, so we do usually go every year, because obviously it makes it so cheap to go, because we just pay for flights, and then food out there is really cheap. So it's usually like a really affordable, cheap holiday for us. So we usually do go. Last year I actually managed to go twice, because I actually went for the first time with my friends. Or should I say friend, because I'm not friends with one of them now. That's fun. But yeah, I might go 2 times this year maybe. It really depends. It depends on so many things that I obviously can't talk about. But I'm I'm hoping we can get out there at least once, because it's just my favourite place on earth. Like, it's so special to me. I like went there when I was really, really young. My grandparents had a house out there before, so I was going when I was young. And then when my family bought one, we've gone there every single year since. I think for nearly 10, well, I think this year it will be 10 years since my parents bought somewhere out there. So it's just literally such a gorgeous place. Like, I feel like at first people used to be so skeptical about Turkey, but it's the most beautiful place ever. Like, if you can, I really recommend going there because it's just gorgeous. Anyway, I just did my lips. I actually did it with this, it's really cheap lipstick. I got it the other day from like an outlet. They had like a beauty outlet, and it was just like mainly W7 makeup, which I feel like I used a lot as a kid because it was like what I could afford with my pocket money. But actually, it's really nice. It's got like a glitter to it, which I really like. So yeah, I'm gonna put, do you know what, I might put a little bit of Rare Beauty blush on my lips as well, just to add a bit more colour, because I feel like otherwise it's just like really shiny but hasn't really got loads of colour to it. And then I'm gonna put gloss on. My favourite gloss is the Fenty gloss. This is in the shade Sweet Mouth. It's just like a clear kind of pinky colour. It is gorgeous. Probably actually need to get a new one of these soon because I wear it most days. Yeah, I really, really hope 2023 is nice to me. I feel like I had a great summer last year. Like, everything in the summer, obviously getting engaged, going on holiday and stuff, was amazing. But the last few months of the year last year was just horrible. Like, literally, I had so much horrible stuff happen. Like, it's actually a bit sad thinking about it. So hopefully it's onwards and upwards in 2023 and my sad girl era is over, because I only want to be happy this year and I just want this to be a good year. I feel like, I said it to my friend the other day, I feel like odd years for me, like if I think back, odd years have been really good. Just gonna set it now with my beloved Wee Cherie. As you can see, I've got drops left. I really need to order a new one of this. Set it now. Also smells like cherries, if you didn't gather that from the name. And it honestly is so good. That's really annoying. I just realised I didn't do mascara, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of that on now. I'm just gonna try doing my top lashes, not my bottom. I don't really want too much on because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I feel like that makeup has actually turned out quite well. It's really like pinky and just girly, and I'm here for it. So yeah, this is the Benefit, their Real Magnet one. This is really good. But do you ever feel like, I feel like you must feel like this when you've had a mascara for like a while, it just stops getting good. Like, a new mascara just hits different, and it's so annoying because I still have got product in this, but it's just not working the same as it usually does. Definitely on its way out. I really don't want to go back to work. I really just want to sit and watch films all day. I really just want to go sit and watch Marvel films now. But I still have, by the time my lunch break's over, I still have another 2 hours left. That is tragic. But it's only going to be a 3-day week this week because obviously it was bank holiday on Monday, and then I actually don't work on Fridays, so that's really nice. I use that as my like get stuff done day. I usually film loads and focus on TikTok and YouTube, on those days, and just like reset the house and just keep on top of them adult things that you have to do when you're an adult, which are actually really tragic, but we move. Right, let's take the clips out and then style this hair a bit better, and then I can show you like a full-on finished kind of look. My hair at the moment is actually a lost cause. Like, I really, really need to get it done. As you can see, my roots literally are coming to there. But I don't want to spend the money on it. Like, it literally is so expensive to get your hair done these days. Like, it would be easily £100 for me to sort this out, and I just can't justify it at the moment. I had to go get my oil, sorry about that. This is the hair oil I use. It's the L'Oreal Elvive Smooth Intense Anti-Frizz Serum. It's actually my mum's, and I've borrowed it one time and actually nearly finished it. So I need to buy her a new one and get one for myself because it honestly is a lifesaver. Like, it just instantly gets rid of the frizz. Like, it doesn't really stay not frizzy. Like, it does come back, but it's just really good to just quickly do it. Can you see? Like, it's just literally, well, not completely. I think I probably need a bit more than that, but it's actually nearly hair wash day now, so I do need to actually wash my hair soon. What should we do? Should we clip? Then these aren't really meant to be actual clips, are they? They're meant to just be for your makeup. But it's actually kind of a vibe though. Kind of love that. What do you think? Should we embrace it? Okay, that's where I'm going to finish my makeup look today. I feel like I said, it actually did go quite well. A lot of the time my makeup does not go well for me, and I'm really happy that it did. And this is my hair. Like I said, not great, really need to get it done, but I just can't justify spending the money at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if I did ramble. I feel like I just rambled, and my videos are never structured. Like I'm meant to like write this down, what I'm going to say, and like talk about topic to topic to topic, and I literally just went like, just rambled on about random stuff. So I'm sorry about that. And if you've got to the end of this video, then honestly, I applaud you, because that probably wasn't easy. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.